ليس البر أن تولوا وجوهكم قبل المشرق والمغرب ولكن البر من آمن بالله واليوم الآخر والملائكة والكتاب والنبيين وآتى المال على حبه ذوي القربى واليتامى والمساكين وابن
সালাউদ্দিন ভাই কি লাইনে আছেন?
শোনা যায় না?
জি শোনা যায় আপনি বলুন। জি carry on
وآتى المال على حبه ذوي القربى واليتامى والمساكين وابن السبيل والسائلين وفي الرقاب وأقام الصلاة وآتى الزكاة والموفون بعهدهم إذا عاهدوا والصابرين في البأساء والضراء وحين البأس أولئك الذين صدقوا وأولئك هم المتقون. ট্রান্সলেশনটা শোনাই দিই। পূর্ব পশ্চিমের দিকে তোমাদের মুখ ফিরানোর সৎকর্ম নয়, কিন্তু সৎকর্ম হলো যে ব্যক্তি আল্লাহ, শেষ দিবস, ফেরেশতাগণ, কিতাব সমূহ, নবীগণের প্রতি ঈমান আনবে আর সম্পদ দান করবে তার ভালোবাসায় আত্মীয় স্বজন, ইয়াতিম, অভাবগ্রস্ত, মুসাফির, সাহায্য প্রার্থী ও দাস মুক্তির জন্য, এবং সালাত প্রতিষ্ঠা করবে, যাকাত দিবে, প্রতিশ্রুতি দিয়ে তা পূর্ণ করবে, এবং অর্থ সংকটে, দুঃখ কষ্টে ও সংগ্রাম সংকটে ধৈর্য ধারণ করবে, তারাই হচ্ছে সত্যবাদী এবং তারাই হচ্ছে মুত্তাকি। জি
Dr. Sharija, back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Salahuddin. I would now take this opportunity to welcome all the distinguished guests over here. We are lucky to have as our chief guest today the Honorable Ambassador from Bangladesh to Bahrain, His Excellency Dr. Muhammad Nazrul Islam. Thank you, sir, for being with us today. And we have our beloved departing chairman, Mr. Shafqat Anwar, in whose honor we are conducting this farewell. And I would like to extend a hearty welcome to you, sir.
Thank you all, and it is my pleasure to attend this farewell. And I'm sorry I was few minutes late because of my computer was rerunning. So thank you. And just started, I understand. Okay, go ahead, please. Yes.
Thank you, sir. And we have here to preside over this meeting our new chairman to the board of directors, Mr. Muhammad Muiz Chowdhury. So I would like to extend my hearty welcome to him too. Thank you, sir, for being here. Then we have our guest of honors, Mr. Sheikh Muhammad Tawheedul Islam, Labor Counselor from Bangladesh Embassy, and also Mr. Rabiul Islam, the head of Chancery from Bangladesh Embassy. They are always there to support us school in every way, all our events. So appreciate your presence here today with us. And we have all members from the board of directors of our school. A hearty welcome to you all. And we also have members of our parents' council, and they are from different part of Bahrain. So thank you all. Your support is necessary and is always expected for school. We have all the members who have served our school in managing committee and also are still serving as external examiners whenever the school needs. So a hearty welcome to all of you for this farewell function. Then last but not the least, it's my team, the respected teachers and the admin staff of our school who are present here. So hearty welcome to all of you. Thank you for being here. My task is to extend a welcome speech. I can't help but speak a few words about our beloved departing chairman, Mr. Shafqat Anwar. I still remember the first time we met in our previous principal, Mr. Amanullah's office, when he advised me to take any job as a mission and to wholeheartedly work for it. So I have carried that throughout my tenure in the school, and I have always tried to imbibe that. I should say it's only due to the unwavering support of the board and himself that me, a beginner, could run the school so far. I cannot express my gratitude for trusting me as a principal of Bangladesh school to him. And I should say, he never imposed his personal views or interest upon the school. He always took decisions in the best interest of the school. And I am lucky to be led by a visionary like him. The greatest gift that he have given to the school is his dedicated time. No one can administer an organization well without having a thorough knowledge of the history of the organization. And I have seen the history of Bangladesh school through his eyes. So in this 24 years, the school owe you a lot, and we can never pay you back for the time, which is a good amount of your lifetime that you have given to the. Thank you very much, sir, on behalf of the school, its staff. And I would now like to ask, I'd like to welcome Mr. Muhammad Salim to speak a few words on behalf of the Parents' Council.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له. All the appreciation for Allah, and I respect and this our honorable Ambassador Dr. Nazrul Islam and Head of Sansari Mr. Rabiul Islam and Sheikh Tawhidul Islam and Board of Directors and outgoing Chairman Mr. Shafqat Anwar and others board members, principals, teachers, and other oil wishers, and Dr. Salam, and including all other dignitaries here. I extend my thanks and gratitude to all of you. This is actually, I am very saddened to hear that when before 1 week I hear that Mr. Shafqat Anwar is going, he is departing from us. So I get shocked because I worked with him in the history of his school. And before 24 years, this school started. And I was involved with the school, and I am the permanent member of the school. And Mr. Shafqat Anwar, he is the long-serving chairman of Bangladesh school history. And he's he's above the political figures, differences, arguments, but he's community leaders, and he has good, strong leadership to run the school and an educational institution. I thank Mr. Shafqat Anwar for the long support and dedication for the school and for the cause of Bangladesh school and for the cause of national interest in Bahrain, in foreign country. And he's at the last day, he's wasting his time, his money, and many things he supported in various fields of the school to improve the school and condition of the school, because I was with him like a brother and with a shadow. And thanks also Bangladesh Embassy, because they are continuous support and from long time, from the very beginning day of the school, to establish the school, to get the land through Mr. Engineer Nurul Nabi Saheb. I thanks all of them and all chairman, ex-chairman, now outgoing chairman, and thanks all who are involved in the school committee and others who is helping the school. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. you.
Thank you, Mr. Salim. Thank you for your thoughts. And I would now like to tell you that I know the best way to express our thoughts and feelings are through our mother tongue. So unfortunately, I do not share the same mother tongue as all of you, but you have that advantage. And I hope that you will use that advantage well. I would like to invite Mr. Ainul Haq to speak few words.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you,
Walaikum salam.
actually, I'll talk to him, our chairman, Mr. Shafqat, his long time our school, and our ambassador and our counselor and board of director and board of members. Thank you, everybody. Actually, I'm school, and if 7 years running the school, so he's the very near the our chairman Shafqat. Actually, today I not to talk to him anything. I feel very upset. So I hope he's higher. He's a American stay or he's a Bangladesh anywhere. I hope he continue us for our school and support everything. So Alhamdulillah, Inshallah. Before 2 days, our principal he said he's giving for one meeting for online. I said no, I'll not accept. I'll come and I'll see our chairman. He's the very close me, and I sing my side. Same he's my brother and his big brother. I'm a small brother. Same like this the in our managing committee and our school board and everything. So Alhamdulillah, আজকের এই দিনে আমি একটু বাংলা বলি। আসলে আমাদের মানে নিজেরা মানাইতে অনেক কষ্ট হইতেছে যে দীর্ঘদিন শফকাত ভাইয়ের সাথে কাজ করছে স্কুলে। কাজ করতে গিয়ে যে ওনার যে ভালোবাসা, ওনার যে মহব্বত, ওনার যে আচার আচরণ, এগুলো আসলে কখনোই আমরা বলতে পারবো না। আমি শফকাত ভাইয়ের প্রতি একটা অনুরোধ রাখবো। আসলে কথা বলতে আমার কষ্ট হইতেছে যে ভিতর থেকে কান্না আসতেছে যে ওনার সাথে কাজ করতে গিয়ে যে সাপোর্ট পাইছি, যে ভালোবাসা পেয়েছি। আমি আশা করব ওনার যেখানেই থাকুক আমাদেরকে যাতে না ভুলে, এবং স্কুল ওনার এই বাংলাদেশ কমিউনিটির সবার, ওনার যেখানেই থাকে স্কুলের প্রতি যাতে একটা ভালোবাসা সবসময় যেভাবে ছিল, আগেও যেভাবে ছিল, ভবিষ্যতে থাকে। এবং আমাদেরকে যেভাবে ওনার সাপোর্ট দিয়েছে, আমি আশা করি পৃথিবীর যে কোনো জায়গায় থেকে আমাদেরকে এভাবে সাপোর্ট দিবেন। এবং আমাদের এখন যে নতুন চেয়ারম্যান আমাদের মহিত চৌধুরী ভাই, আলহামদুলিল্লাহ আলহামদুলিল্লাহ, আমরা অত্যন্ত হ্যাপি এবং অত্যন্ত সুখী যে আমরা আরেকজন ভালো স্কুলের চেয়ারম্যান পেয়েছি। এবং ইনশাআল্লাহ আমাদের যে নতুন অ্যাম্বাসেডর স্যার এবং রবিউল স্যার, তহিদ স্যার, মানে এটা রবিউল স্যার এবং তহিদ স্যার দীর্ঘদিন স্কুলকে যেভাবে সাপোর্ট দিয়েছে, আমরা আশা করি আগামী দিন আরো বড় সাপোর্ট পাবো। এবং আমাদের অ্যাম্বাসেডর স্যারের গত যে ওনার যে মিশন এবং ওনার যে কথা আমি শুনেছি, যে ওনার একটা কথাই সবসময় বলেন যে বাংলাদেশ স্কুল ওনার প্রথম প্রায়োরিটি। আলহামদুলিল্লাহ আলহামদুলিল্লাহ আলহামদুলিল্লাহ, আমরা স্যারকে অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ জানাই। এবং আমরা স্কুলের তরফ থেকে যে কোনো সহযোগিতা ইনশাল্লাহ আমরা আপনাদের সাথে আছি। আমি আবারও সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি আজকের এই সুন্দর একটা মিটিং অ্যারেঞ্জ করার জন্য। থ্যাংক ইউ আওয়ার প্রিন্সিপাল, ইনশাল্লাহ। থ্যাংক ইউ। আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
Walaikum assalam. Thank you very much, Mr. Ainul, for speaking. And now I would like to invite Mr. Noorun Nabi from Board of Directors to speak. I'm not sure whether he have joined. I couldn't see him in the participants list.
Excuse me, madam. Sorry. Only for your sound coming. Other people are not coming sound and don't see the picture which he attend the meeting.
Dr. Sharija, Mr. Nurun Nabi, he was contacting me. Actually, he's finding a problem in getting the connection. There is something wrong with his computer. The password was not working. So most probably he will be not able to join.
And in that case, I would like to request Engineer Zain Labdi to speak a few words.
Excuse me, madam. Nobody sound coming, anybody, only for your sound coming.
That is, I think, something wrong with your phone or with your computer. I mean, all other people are okay. So please just try to check your connection.
আবেদন ভাই আপনার কন্টিনিউ করেন ইনশাআল্লাহ carry on
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah rabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya wa sayyidil mursalin nabiyina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Madam Program MC, the principal of the school, Dr. Sharija, Honorable Chief Guest, His Excellency the Ambassador, the Guest of Honors, Head of the Chancery and Consular Labor Bangladesh Embassy, Honorable Chairman of the Bangladesh School, Honorable Outgoing Chairman, members of the Board of the Directors, member of the Parent Councils, teachers, and distinguished guests. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Usually it is very uncomfortable for me to speak in such farewell programs. So I don't know whether I'll be able to continue. Actually, to speak something about our beloved outgoing chairman, Shafqat Bhai, it's, I don't know really, I mean, what I'm feeling now. I had the opportunity to work with him for a long time, especially on the school affairs. And I thank God that I had also the opportunity to be with him for a long time in Bahrain. And throughout this period, what actually I have seen in him, a sense of purpose and a selflessness to work for the good of the school. That is really what actually I will remember throughout my life. During last few years, as a member of the board of the schools, under his able guidance, we were able to achieve a lot. And actually what I felt from his leadership is that he has a very unique capability to instill the sense of purpose in the board of in all the members of the board to work as a team. That team spirit, actually, really, I have no hesitation to say that actually I learned that team spirit from him. Now, how a team can work as a single body to obtain a purpose, that I learned from our Shafqat Bhai. So I do not want to say anything more. Actually, I wish him all the best, and I am praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wherever he is going. May Allah protect him. May Allah protect his family. And I will also request our beloved Shafqat Bhai not to forget us, and to, inshallah, we'll also maintain contact with him. And with that, I want to conclude this short speech. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you very much, Engineer Zain Labdeen. Now we have our board member, Engineer Muhammad Abdul Kalam. He have joined from Bangladesh in this meeting, and it's a long time since he have seen our departing chairman. So I would request him to speak few words.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much, Dr. Sharija, principal of Bangladesh
অন্য
School.
কারো কোনো সাউন্ড পাইতেছি না, অনলি আপনার আর হইছে ম্যাডামের সাউন্ড পাইতেছি, এবং কারো ছবি শো হইতেছে না।
আচ্ছা,
জলাল ভাই শুনতেছেন আপনি?
আমরা শুনছি সবাই। Dr. Sharija, I think Mr. Jalal is having a problem, so I don't know, better to keep his phone muted maybe. Yeah.
Honorable our Chief Guest, His Excellency, Ambassador of Bangladesh, Guest of Honor, HOC, Mr. Rabiul Islam, our school chairman, also departing chairman, Shafqat Anwar, all board of directors members, thank you very much. আমি অত্যন্ত খুব আবেগতাড়িতভাবে একজন মানব মিত্র, একজন মানব প্রেমী, একজন আলোকিত মানুষ, বাংলাদেশ স্কুলের সাবেক চেয়ারম্যান শাফকাত আনোয়ার সাহেবের বিদায় উপলক্ষে খুব খুব হৃদয় নিংড়ানো ভাষায় আমি বলতেছি, দীর্ঘদিন ওনার সাথে আমরা কাজ করেছি। ওনার কাজের যে দক্ষতা, আমি খুব বেশ 10 থেকে 15 বছর যাবত এই স্কুলের সাথে বিভিন্নভাবে জড়িত। আমরা ওনার কাজের দক্ষতায় আজকে একজন আলোকিত মানুষের জন্য আজকে স্কুলকে এই পর্যন্ত নিয়ে আসছি। ওনার নেতৃত্বে আমরা গত 4-5 বছর কাজ করেছি। যদিও আমি এখন বাংলাদেশে কখন আসবো এখন আমি বলতে পারতেছি না। এই মুহূর্তে ওনার যে উনি বিদায় হয়ে যাচ্ছেন, এই বিদায়টা আমরা ওনার বিদায় মনে করব না। আমি আশা করব শাফকাত ভাইয়ের কাছে উনি যেন পৃথিবীর যে কোনো অঞ্চল থেকে, আমেরিকা হোক, অস্ট্রেলিয়া হোক, যে কোনো অঞ্চল থেকে আমাদের স্কুলের জন্য, আমাদের স্কুলের খোঁজ খবর নেন এবং উনি যেই জায়গায় যাবেন উনি যেন ভালো থাকেন। সকলকে ধন্যবাদ জানিয়ে আমি এখানে শেষ করছি। থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ। ডক্টর শারিজা, প্রিন্সিপাল, বাংলাদেশ স্কুল। আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
Walaikum assalam. Thank you very much, Engineer Muhammad Abdul Kalam. Now I would like to ask Mr. Muhammad Jahir Babur if he have joined from Bangladesh on behalf of the board to speak few words. I can't see his name in the participants list. I'm not sure whether he is here in the meeting.
Dr. Shahid, I don't think he's on the call. Let's go to the next one.
So I would like to request our guest of honor, Mr. Sheikh Muhammad Tawheedul Islam, please to speak few words. So please unmute yourself and speak.
Thank you, Dr. Sharija. And thank you also, you and Board of Directors for inviting me as guest of honor in this meeting. And with permission of the chief guest, I will continue my short remarks on Shafqat Bhai in Bengali to express my wholehearted expression to him. আমাদের বাংলাদেশ স্কুলের পরিচালনা পর্ষদের চেয়ারম্যান এবং আমাদের কমিউনিটির বিশিষ্ট ব্যক্তি, অত্যন্ত সজ্জন ব্যক্তি, আমাদের বন্ধুবর শাফকাত ভাইয়ের বিদায় উপলক্ষে আয়োজিত আজকের এই জুম সভায় সবার প্রধান অতিথি মাননীয় রাষ্ট্রদূত মহোদয় এবং বাংলাদেশ স্কুলের বোর্ড অফ ডাইরেক্টরসের সদস্যবৃন্দ, আমার সহকর্মী, গেস্ট অফ অনার, হেড অফ চ্যান্সেরি এবং যারা সংযুক্ত হয়েছেন সবার প্রতি সালাম রইল। আসসালামু আলাইকুম। আসলে সবাই যেভাবে বলেছে, নিঃসন্দেহে আমাদের শাফকাত ভাইয়ের বিদায় বাংলাদেশ স্কুল এবং আমাদের বাংলাদেশ কমিউনিটির জন্য একটি বড় দুঃসংবাদ। নিঃসন্দেহে শাফকাত ভাই দীর্ঘদিন থেকে একক হাতে বাংলাদেশ স্কুলের পরিচালনায় নেতৃত্ব দিয়েছেন। পাশাপাশি শাফকাত ভাই আমাদের কমিউনিটির একজন সার্বজনীন ব্যক্তি। শাফকাত ভাই আসলে ধর্ম নির্বিশেষে খুব একটি আলাদা নিজের স্থান করে নিয়েছিলেন এই কমিউনিটিতে। তাই শাফকাত ভাইয়ের এই বিদায়, শাফকাত ভাইয়ের না থাকাটা, এই শূন্যতাটা নিঃসন্দেহে দীর্ঘদিন আমাদের বাংলাদেশ স্কুল এবং কমিউনিটি ফিল করে যাবে। আসলে শাফকাত ভাইয়ের বিষয়ে বলতে হয়, অনেক বিষয় বলতে হবে। শাফকাত ভাই বিষয়ে বলতে হলে প্রথমত কথা হচ্ছে, এই বাহরাইনে যেই কয়জন ব্যক্তি আমাদের ভাবমূর্তি এই সরকারের কাছে বা বাহরাইনিদের কাছে উজ্জ্বল করে চলেছিলেন, তার মধ্যে শাফকাত ভাই অন্যতম ছিলেন। আমি আমার অভিজ্ঞতার আলোকে বলতে পারি, বেশ কয়েকদিন পর পর অত জিডিএন বা ট্রিবিউন আমরা দেখতাম শাফকাত ভাই আহলি ইউনাইটেড ব্যাংকের স্পোক্স পারসন হিসেবে পত্রিকায় ছবি সহ কলাম আসছে। তিনি ডেপুটি ছিলেন, ডেপুটি চিফ অফ আহলি ইউনাইটেড ব্যাংক এখানে। আমার তখন খুবই ভালো লাগতো যে একজন আমাদের বাংলাদেশ কমিউনিটির একজন ব্যক্তি এভাবে এখানে একটি প্রথম সারির ব্যাংকে নেতৃত্ব দিচ্ছেন। এছাড়াও আমাদের বাংলাদেশ দূতাবাসের পক্ষ থেকেও শাফকাত ভাইয়ের কাছে আমরা কৃতজ্ঞতা জানাতে হবে। এই জন্যই আমাদের সবার ব্যাংক অ্যাকাউন্ট শাফকাত ভাইয়ের ব্যাংকে ছিলেন এবং আমাদের যে কোনো প্রয়োজনে, আমাদের ব্যক্তিগত প্রয়োজন, এমবাসি প্রয়োজন, ব্যাংক রিলেটেড কোনো বিষয় আমাদের কাছে আসলে সমস্যা মনে হয়নি। হয়তো সামনের দিনগুলোতে আমাদেরকে অনেক সমস্যা ফেস করতে হবে। আর শাফকাত ভাই ব্যক্তিগতভাবে বলতে হবে শাফকাত ভাই ছিলেন অত্যন্ত চমৎকার একজন মানুষ এবং অত্যন্ত আমার দৃষ্টিতে খুব স্মার্ট ডেফিনেটলি, এবং খুব বুদ্ধিমান লোকও ছিলেন শাফকাত ভাই, এবং খুব ফ্র্যাঙ্ক লোক ছিলেন শাফকাত ভাই। যে কোনো প্রয়োজনে আমি আমার অভিজ্ঞতা থেকে বলতে পারি, অনেক সময় শাফকাত ভাই উনি আরেকজনকে বলার সুযোগ দিলেন এবং ওপিনিয়ন সবসময় উনি নিয়েছেন সবসময়। সেই জন্য শাফকাত ভাইয়ের কথা অনেকদিন আমার মনে থাকবে। আসলে আমার এই স্বল্প সময়ে অনেক আমার মনের মধ্যে খুব ভালো জায়গা করে নিয়েছেন শাফকাত ভাই। আর শাফকাত ভাবির কথাও বলতে হয়, খুব চমৎকার একজন ব্যক্তি ছিলেন। যদিও আমার একবার দুইবারের বেশি দেখা হয়নি, ভাবির অনেক ভালো গানও গাইতেন। আর আরেকটা বিষয় হচ্ছে শাফকাত ভাইয়ের বাহরাইন ত্যাগ করার একটা বিষয় আমরা জানি যে ভাবি একটু অসুস্থ। আমি আশা করব শাফকাত ভাই যে জন্যই বাহরাইন ছেড়ে যাচ্ছেন এবং আল্লাহ ভাবিকে সুস্থ করে তুলবেন, এবং আমি শাফকাত ভাইয়ের উত্তর কল্যাণ কামনা করছি। আর শাফকাত ভাই সবসময় আমার ব্যক্তিগতভাবে বলতে হবে, আমার মানে সবসময় আই উইল বি ওপেন ফর ইউ শাফকাত ভাই। এবং আমি মনে করি যে আপনার সাথে আপনি যেখানে থাকেন, পৃথিবীর যে প্রান্তে থাকেন, আমার সাথে আপনার যোগাযোগ থাকবে। আর বাংলাদেশ স্কুল আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছে খুব অসময়ে আপনি যাচ্ছেন শাফকাত ভাই। আপনি আমাদের মাননীয় রাষ্ট্রদূত মহোদয়, আপনি জানেন একদম মানে জয়েন করেই মহা পরিকল্পনা নিয়েছেন স্কুল নিয়ে। প্রতিটা দিন স্যারের আলোচনার মধ্যে স্কুল চলে আসতেছে, এবং আমি আশা করতেছি খুব স্বল্প সময়ের মধ্যে আমরা স্কুলের কাজ হয়তো আমরা শুরু করতে যাব। হয়তো আপনি এটা মিস করবেন, আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছে যে খুব অসময়ে আসলে আপনি যাচ্ছেন। আর বাংলাদেশ স্কুল তো আমি যতটুকু দেখেছি, আমার বলতে হবে, অ্যাকনোলেজ করতে হবে যে স্কুল নিয়ে আসলে আমাদের কখনোই চিন্তা করতে হয়নি। সবসময় আমরা ছিলাম যে স্কুল ইজ ইন সেফ হ্যান্ড আন্ডার ইউর লিডারশিপ। সেই জন্য স্কুল নিয়ে আমরা কখনোই কোনো বিষয়ে আসলে আমাদের কাছে কেউ ইয়াও করে নাই। আমরা খুব ছিলাম, মনে হচ্ছে খুব সেফ হ্যান্ডে ছিল আর কি। তো স্বাভাবিকভাবেই আমি জানি না স্কুল আপনার এই শূন্যস্থানটা কিভাবে পূরণ করবে। যদিও মুইজ ভাই জয়েন করে যাচ্ছে, হি ইজ অলসো নাইস পার্সন, আমি মনে করি তার হাতেও স্কুল ভালোভাবেই চলবে। তো শাফকাত ভাই, আপনার প্রতি আমার দোয়া রইল, আমার জন্য দোয়া করবেন, আপনার জন্য আমার দোয়া থাকবে। ভালো থাকবেন আপনি। আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
Thank you very much, Mr. Tawfiq. And now I would like to request our guest of honor, Mr. Rabiul Islam, Head of Chancery, Bangladesh Embassy, to speak a few words in honor of our departing chairman.
Thank you, Dr. Shariza, the principal of the Bangladesh School. Today's chief guest, His Excellency Ambassador, the Chairman, Board of Director, the outgoing Chairman, Mr. Shafqat Anwar, and of course, the guest of honor, my dear colleague, Sheikh Mohammad Tawhidul Islam, and the other members of the Board of Directors and members of the Parents' Council. Assalamu alaikum, and I thank the organizer from the bottom of my heart to organize this program. Definitely, as Dr. Sharia said at the very beginning, that we would be really happier, and as well, Mr. Muiz Choudhury has also said that we really would have been happier if we could arrange this in a physical meeting. We really, over the Zoom meeting, what is not possible is that there are many things. There are many things which is not possible over this internet and Zoom meeting. the physical presence is really very much felt at this moment, although this is the reality of the time that we must have to accept this. We have heard many things about Shafqat Bhai. Shafqat Bhai, I have known you for about 2 years. I mean, I've been here for 2 years, and during these 2 years, I've seen you. And definitely, there are some things. And normally during the time of farewell, people speak to some extent. People remain very much emotional, and that's why they speak very well of the person. But today, what I'm feeling from whatever these speakers said today, delivered today, was not a bit of exaggeration. You are really a person who was very much dependable, was very much pro community, who had a very pro community interest, and of course you were one of the few persons who held Bangladesh's image very high in front of the foreigners in Bahrain. As my dear colleague Tawhid Bhai said, yes, we really were boast of saying that the deputy chief of Ali United Bank is someone from Bangladesh community. That was really a matter of pride for us. That was really a matter of pride for us, not only because of the position we held, but also because the kind of person you were. The most stunning thing that in my observation that I found is that your acceptability in the community. And the reason for this acceptability was that you were a very down-to-earth person, having a very good position, having a very sound background, being well poised and everything. Perhaps this your disposition and your down-to-earth attitude towards people made you most acceptable for all the members of the community. And that's the reason we found that the school, we found and we felt the school was in a safe hand. I would echo with our Labour Councillor, as he said, that you are perhaps departing at a wrong time, because His Excellency Ambassador has really taken a very aggressive initiative for building this school at the soonest. You did a lot. You really stick to all the endeavors that was initiated by the school board of directors, and of course by your own self, as was also supported by the embassy. But at the moment when it is now started rolling well, you will not be here. But I'm sure that the spirit with which you were always with us for the school, and that will remain the same way. And we would look for your suggestions and advice in the process of building the school, and your words would be definitely deemed very, very valuable for us. Shafqat Bhai, as a head of chancery of the embassy, I would also like to say in this, I would just take the opportunity to mention that it was really very, we were honored, and it was really a very pleasant experience for us to see you amongst the invitees, and of course to see your presence in the embassy's programs. You were a very busy person, holding a very good position. But despite that, whenever we invited you for a meeting, for any social program, for any state program, most of the times, almost all the time, we saw your presence, and that really speaks a lot about your dedication and commitment and your all-out support to the embassy as well as to the community. We at this moment we definitely pray for Bhabi. We all know that she is having a very tough time, and definitely we always pray for her. We would be praying for you and for your family at this time, and please feel free to seek any support from us. Although you're departing, doesn't matter. Whenever you feel any sort of you need any support, please, we are just a call away from you. Wish you all the best, and may Allah bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rabiul. And now I would take the pleasure of inviting our new chairman, Mr. Muhammad Abdul Muiz Chowdhury, to speak a few words.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Dr. Sharjah, the principal. Alhamdulillah, Dr. Sharjah, you've done a good job controlling this meeting. I know it's not very easy on Zoom. And on behalf of the school, I'd like to thank His Excellency, Dr. Muhammad Nazrul Islam, for joining us today, the Ambassador of Bangladesh, and also Rabiul Islam, Head of Chancery, and Tawhidul Islam, the Labour Councillor, my fellow Board of Directors, the Parents' Council members, and all the teachers and other dignitaries who've joined. I really thank you on behalf of the school. I'd just like to start with the story from the life of Umar ibn al-Khattab, radiallahu anhu, the companion of the Prophet. While he was a leader of the Muslim nation, Amir al-Mu'minin, he was sitting in a room with his companions, and he said, wish for something from Allah. So one person says, I wish that this house would be full of gold so that I can spend it for the benefit of the ummah, of the people. So Umar radiallahu anhu wasn't very satisfied with the answer. So he said, somebody else say something. So another person said, I wish this house was full of jewelry and pearls, etc., that I can use for the benefit of the ummah. And people could see in his face that he wasn't very happy. So the third person, he said, look, we don't know, please tell us. And Umar radiallahu anhu replied that if I had to wish, I'd wish that I had good people. And he named people like Muad bin Jabal and Abu Hudayfa, etc., some good companions who had really contributed to the Islamic nation. And I think the reason I wanted to mention this is any institution is not in need of money and wealth, etc. It really needs good people. And Alhamdulillah, our school has had lots of good people in our history. And we remember our brother Abul Kalam Azad, Dr. Nur Nabi, who was instrumental in getting the land from us, from the government, the previous ambassadors who actually set up the school. And the school has gone through many, many difficult times. I remember at the beginning, in 1996 up to about year 2000, the school did not have enough students to make it self-sustainable, not enough income. And this is where our departing chairman, Mr. Shafqat Anwar, became the chairman. The school was in a very, very difficult financial situation, but he took it upon himself to become the chairman. And I remember he was going by himself to Muharrak, to Budaya and places to meet with parents, to plead with them to send their students to the school. So at that point, if that effort was not made, and also we had a very nice brother at the embassy, Mr. Zulfikar. I think he was chargé d'affaires, and he and Mr. Shafqat Anwar, under their leadership, the school really became stabilized. And Alhamdulillah, it grew over time, and we now have more than 1,000 students, which is a real achievement. And I really say that without his involvement, the school may not exist today. So the school really owes him a great debt. The other thing I think that most of the speakers have said, he really is a great leader. And the great leader is not somebody who just has a title. He has to act on that. And Obviously, he's a very, very close friend of mine, and I've seen him over 24 years. And some of the things, and I don't want to embarrass him, obviously his leadership skills is outstanding, but the reason he's a good leader is that he has integrity. I've never in my life seen him lie, say anything that is untruthful, and there's not many people that you can say that about. Second thing that other people have said is teamwork. He's got this amazing skill, if he's with a group of people, to make them work together for the benefit of the whole group. And he's very, very mild-mannered. You'll never see him get angry. And I think somebody else also mentioned, he's very good at listening to people and he reads people. And I've never seen him be rude with anyone. Even if somebody says something rude or something that's not right, he has a way of calming that person down and listening to him. And he understands why that person said that, and he addresses the real issue. And every time an issue comes, he's very good at diffusing the issue and not escalating things. And he's one of the most balanced and logical people that I've met in my life. Many people ask me, because I'm probably seen as a religious person, and we have this joke, he amongst our friends calls me the Grand Mufti, and I call him liberal because of our different political views. But despite that fact, we have really lots of common values which transcend our religious views in many ways. And I will miss him more than anybody else when he leaves these islands. But having said that, we've discussed this with the board of directors and also with the ambassador, that we'd like to keep him with some sort of title, some sort of advisor role. So even though he might be in America, like through Zoom, etc., he'll continue to support us. And just looking at the school, it's a great responsibility that the board of directors and the embassy has given me. And we wish that we continue the same work and the same example that our chairman has set. And we continue the same teamwork and unity that we have achieved. And I think somebody else also said this before, that we need to be above any community politics and groupings, etc. And we should always make decisions which are best for the school. And alhamdulillah, because of the effort of the departing chairman and all the other people who have been involved over so many years, we're at a very good point. We're at a threshold. We have good plans to construct the school. And alhamdulillah, we have good visibility on obtaining the funds. And if we can continue the same spirit and the teamwork that our previous chairman has set us, inshallah, I'm very, very confident that we can build the school and the school will go to greater heights over the next few years. So with that, I'll stop here. And again, on behalf of the whole Bangladeshi community, we thank our departing chairman and we wish him and his family the best.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. And now I would take the privilege of asking our chief guest, His Excellency Dr. Muhammad Nurul Islam, to please speak a few words. We are really looking forward to your inspirational words.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Thank you, Principal Dr. Sharija Ali. And today's farewell meeting for Mr. Shafqat Anwar, departing chairman of Bangladesh School Bahrain, and new chairman, Mr. Muhammad Muiz Chaudhuri, and other distinguished board of directors and teachers and Bangladesh community members. I can see many of the Bangladesh community members, they joined Zoom meeting, and my two colleagues, HOC and Councillor Labour. Assalamu alaikum and very good evening to you all. And it's a pity, actually, we are losing Mr. Shafqat Anwar. And since I'm new here, actually, and particularly now I cannot say I'm new because already 10 months passed. But despite that, actually, due to Corona, I could not meet many of you in person. And also I personally, an embassy was constrained due to a COVID situation, not to, deliver many things, and everything actually delayed. But despite that, what you have arranged for Zoom meeting, I'm glad and I'm happy to attend in this meeting. And by that time, actually, I met several times Mr. Shafqat Anwar and a few other members of the board of directors of the school, and Dr. Sharidi Ali also once I met. And I found actually what my two colleagues and also other members, they have spoke about Mr. Shafqat Anwar, and that's definitely will be losing his expertise. And he was very respected member of the community, and he was acceptable to almost all of the members of our community. And he did a lot for the school, I understand. And definitely it will be a challenge for others, and particularly Mr. Muhammad Moiz Chaudhuri, since he has taken over, and Rabiul and my another colleague, Councillor Labor, also spoke about the school project. And yes, there is actually a real challenge. We know that 2005, the land was given by His Majesty King of Bahrain to the school, and it's a very good location. And we were fortunate to that having that land. But equally, we are unfortunate. We could not build this school over 15 years. I understand Mr. Shafqat Anwar and others, everybody tried their best, but it did not click. But I'm happy now that our Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, actually, since she is very pro to our expat community, and since the land has been given by government of Bahrain, why not government of Bangladesh will be putting money for the construction? And that's why we are very grateful to our Honorable Prime Minister for sanctioning the, I think almost the building construction required money is there. But another development happened that recently the school, they got letter from Minister of Education allowing that design, and there will be some more challenges of getting approval from works and other departments. So in this juncture, actually, I have spoken with some good renowned Bahraini companies, and I'm trying to deliver the projects. And briefly, I discussed with the departing chairman, Mr. Shafqat Anwar, and also Mr. Muiz Chaudhuri. And actually, my principle is this: I want to deliver the project in quickest possible time, and it should be a flagship landmark building for our community. And subsequently, we need to have, very good quality teachers, and also a school system has to be updated. But I understand because of now financial challenges, there are a lot of, and particularly during this COVID situation, many parents, they could not make payment of their tuition fees. So school is in a difficult situation, I understand. But if we cannot commence the construction of the school, then even in rented property where school is now running, it will be difficult to continue, because Ministry of Education, I was told by Mr. Shafqat Anwar, and I know these challenges because I was in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I have seen our Bangladeshi school, what they are facing, a similar pattern actually here. But we are fortunate here in Bahrain because it is not that huge country, but despite that, one school is running, Bangladeshi School Bahrain, and with a good number of students, nearly 1,000. So if we can deliver this project with this, government of Bahrain's land and with the government of Bangladesh money for construction, then definitely the school will be actually a very landmark institution in Bahrain for our community, and also it will enhance the image of our Bangladesh community. So in this actually today's farewell, many people, they have spoken about Mr. Shafqat Anwar, and I also wish him very well in his future career and life, and I pray for his happiness, health, and for Bhabi also. We pray for his family. And it's a pity because of Corona, we could not actually make, in-person physical get together or some reception or something like that. I could have done that, but due to Corona, and also other day my kids, actually, he was suspected Corona. So he is now right now in isolation for 8 days because school one teacher actually infected COVID. But Alhamdulillah, today I got report COVID negative for my son. But it's a real challenge. But despite this, actually, embassy, we are working throughout this pandemic situation. And we are delivering some other things with the Bahrain. And as I said, my colleague also mentioned, and I am saying again here, actually, my top most priority projects is school project. And I have been given task by the government of Bangladesh. And other day I met Honorable Expert Minister and also Secretary Expert Ministry who actually administering this fund. And they told me, it is your project. It is up to you to deliver. And we'll not ask you what you have done, but you have to deliver the projects. If you cannot deliver, then you will be seen as unsuccessful. And so I took it as a challenge. So it is a really actually challenging time, and despite this Corona, inshallah, with support of all distinguished board of directors of the school, community members, and also obviously Dr. Sharija Ali principal and other faculty members, actually construction related things will be, current chairman, new chairman, Mr. Muiz Chaudhary, he will be in the committee members along with my two colleagues. And but certainly in other educational improvement matters, which I have intention to go by one after another, certainly I will be looking forward to getting support from each of you. And it is my role as an ambassador to support our community members, support the school, and support all distinguished board of directors. I understand it is actually our kids, Bangladesh community members' kids, they are going to this school. So education is actually topmost priority issues. It should be given. So again, I actually sincerely thank our Honorable Prime Minister for considering this. And also in this regard, I would like to acknowledge the contribution of particularly former ambassador, Major General retired Mominur Rahman, who took this initiative and got this sanction. So it is actually, as his successor, it is my role to deliver this project. And in this occasion, again, in farewell meeting, I wish Mr. Shafqat Anwar, who is actually, as my colleagues and community members, they said, he was well respected, and I actually met several key officials and also some royal family members, and they spoke high about Mr. Shafqat Anwar being Deputy CEO of Ahli United Bank. So we'll be missing you, Shafqat Bhai, and wish you again all the best for you and your family. Thank you all, and thank you, Principal and new Chairman, Mr. Muiz Chaudhary, for listening to me. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency's words are really giving us assurance that the school will be in progress, and we have high hopes. Thank you very much. The next event in this program is presentation of memento to our departing chairman. It will seem a little awkward, but sorry, we have no other choice. I'll be sharing screen of the mementos, and I hope on behalf of the board of directors, our new chairman will. Can you see the slide? Can you all see the slide?
We can, Dr. Shajar. Carry on.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. I would request our chairman, Mr. Muiz Chowdhury, to read out the presentation. We will later hand him over this memento, inshallah.
So presented to Mr. Shafqat Anwar, Chairman, Bangladesh School Bahrain. Bangladesh School Bahrain will always remember and appreciate your deep commitment, support, and guidance to the school from 1997 to 2021. We wish you and your family good health, happiness, and all the best in the coming days. Board of Directors, Bangladesh School Bahrain, 22 January 2021.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And now I would like to request on behalf of the Parents Coordinating Committee, Mr. Salim, to read out the wordings of their memento.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Presented to Mr. Shafqat Anwar, Chairman, Bangladesh School Bahrain. Our sincere gratitude and appreciation for your insight, unwavering support and dedication towards Bangladesh School Bahrain. We wish you and your family good health, happiness, and all the best. Parents Coordinating Committee, Bangladesh School Bahrain. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And I would like to read myself on behalf of the school staff. Presented to Mr. Shafqat Anwar, Chairman, Bangladesh School Bahrain. Bangladesh School Bahrain will not be the same without you. Thank you for always motivating, inspiring, and guiding us. We will forever cherish with appreciation your persistence and vision that guided the school from 1997 to 2021. May the Almighty grant you good health, prosperity, and contentment in the coming days. Principal and staff,
Thank you,
Bangladesh School Bahrain.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So hope you accepted our mementos. And now we would like to present a small video clip that is Memories Down the Lane. Unfortunately, I couldn't collect much of the photos of your previous years before 2015, but have done some efforts. Hope you would like that. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would take the pleasure to request our departing chairman to share your thoughts with us.
Thank you, Dr. Shadija. First of all, our respected chief guest of this event, our Honorable Ambassador Dr. Anwar Islam, and our guest of honors, Mr. Rabiul Islam, Head of Chancery, and Mr. Tawhid Islam, our Labour Councillor, and our Chairman of the Board, Mr. Moish Chaudhry, Board of Directors members, and I see some of our ex-officials here, our ex-chairman of the School Managing Committee, Mr. Mustafa, and our ex-principal of the school, Suraya Sharmin Shammi, and parents council members, the respected teachers, and community leaders. Assalamu alaikum. Actually, I am deeply touched. I don't know whether I deserve all the things which you have mentioned about me. And I am also very much honored by the presence of our ambassador and our two embassy officials. This is, I'll always remember that this show of affection and love which have been bestowed upon me today. This is really very touching. As you mentioned, it's quite a long journey. 1997, I came to Bahrain in April, and almost within 1.5 months, 2 months, for some reasons, I did not know whether I should thank him or I should say that he put me in a lot of trouble. Our then ambassador, Brigadier General Ghiyasuddin Ahmad Chaudhry, he called me one day over telephone and said, Shafqat, I've decided that you will be the nominee from the embassy in the managing committee of the school. And that was a very difficult time of the school, and we had quite a tough situation. 1996, we started the school with 6 students. And when I was in the managing committee in 97, we had around 22, 23 students at that time. And school had a lot of financial problems. The teachers' salaries and rents and all these, administrative expenses were much higher than the revenues which we were earning. So it was mostly depended on the charities and some help and donations from the community members and organizations. So that is the time, I think June or July 1997, the journey started. And in 2001, that also, I was not at all sort of keen to take over the role of the chairman, but the then ambassador recently departed, our very respected Mr. Anwar Alam. He called me again and said that, it has been, we think that if you take over the role of the school chairman, it will be good for the school. And I told him that you must be joking because I'm very busy in the office. I cannot give enough time and I don't think I'm the right person. And he said, no, this is the general opinion of most of the community people. And all. Anyway, 2001, we took over when I became the chairman. And at that time, we did not know actually the next day how we are going to run the affairs of the school because the funding situation was so bad. So one of our prime objectives at that time was to increase the number of students as much as possible, because school cannot run on the basis of charity and donations. It has to have its own source of earning. So we started going from each and every area where Bangladeshi community members were residing. From Budaya to Salmania to Isa town to Hamad town to Rifa, Muharrak, Sitra, all the places, and visiting the houses of community members and saying that this is your school and you have to provide your children to the school. Otherwise, how this school is going to survive, and this school is going to impart good education. You know, you should not worry about that. If you give us students, we will be able to improve the. So within a matter of few months, actually, our number of students started increasing, and within 2 to 3 years' time, by 2004, we became financially self-sufficient at that point. And in this journey, it was always a teamwork. You know, I very respectfully remember our patron at that point of time, Mr. Abul Karam Azad. And when we are facing all these problems with the school, he said, Shafqat bhai, one thing I have to tell you, that you and me, if we are alive and if we are in Bahrain, Bangladesh school will never close down. And I remember that actually, that kind of deep commitment he had for the school. And that also inspired people like us. And then in this journey, we got Muiz Bhai, and he mentioned about Zulfikar Bhai. He was the head of science. He was the counselor, but he agreed to work in the managing committee as the vice chairman. So he, I was very hesitant, but then he said, no, I'd love to work with you. And then all these visits to the parents' homes, you know, from one place to the other, he was accompanying me and other school managing committee members until 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, sometimes 1 o'clock in the early morning. And we had been every weekend and even some weekdays. So this was a journey. Basically, main thing was the one reason I got involved, that we have we received our education in Bangladesh, and almost subsidized or free education. Those who have of us who have had scholarship and all this, hardly we had paid anything, but this nation has paid for our education. And we came out of the country, hardly we got any opportunity to do anything, to give back the debt we have for our nation. So I thought this is one opportunity that we can contribute, we can give back the debt we have. This is an opportunity to repay it. And the other thing is, other than the Bangladesh embassy, this is the second flag bearer of Bangladesh school in Bahrain. And this has got much more significance that from this institution, we will be producing, we'll be churning out the future generation of our leaders, of our scientists, of our doctors, of our engineers, educationists. So this is an opportunity. This is a value addition which you cannot really deny. And this is one of the sort of reasons we remained very deeply committed for the Bangladesh school. It has gone through a lot of ups and downs. And at one point of time during 2010-11, we were almost in the final stage of constructing the school building. The funding was arranged and building plan was approved and everything. But then there are some unfortunate developments happened and we could not proceed. But Alhamdulillah, we have reached this stage. And as Muiz Bhai said, and our ambassadors have said, that we have received the approval from the Ministry of Education. The building design has been approved. And there are some other important steps now before commencing the construction. But I'm very happy actually that we are at a stage. I think we are in one of the better situations we have reached, particularly after meeting our ambassador and listening to him. I think he is deeply committed for this school, and not only deep commitment is not good enough. Basically, he is very focused and he has a very well coordinated thought process about how to proceed. And his administrative and diplomatic experience and his acumen I'm very impressed, and I'm sure our board members and our new chairman, Mr. Moish Chaudhry, we have discussed. We are very impressed that I think we are entering a very positive, very glorious stage for Bangladesh school. And I'm very certain that within next 1 to 2 years, our school construction will reach a stage where we can be very proud of the process, and we should be able to move our students to the new premises, which is a dream we had since 2005 when we got the land from the king of Bahrain, His Majesty the King. And I respectfully also remember at that time, Nabi Bhai unfortunately was not here when in 2006 in my farewell meeting in school when I was going to Egypt, he was there and he gave a very emotional speech, I remember. I have a very close association with him. Without his help and support, we wouldn't have got this land in Ali. And at that time, the then ambassador, Professor Dr. Anwar Chaudhry, he also played a positive role. And we have two very close well-wishers of the school. We have lost Mr. Azad, our patron, and recently our chief patron, Mr. Anwar Alam, was there during the period of 99 to 2001. And many other people who have contributed. We lost our chairman, ex-chairman, Dr. Sajid Haq, and vice chairman, Anis Ahmad. We lost our board member, Mr. Fazl Karim Bablu. So many of these people who have very actively and very sincerely supported this process of the school. So we respectfully remember them. And I just want to end by saying this. This is one of the recent leaders of USA. He mentioned that the role of in any leadership position or any position of this nature is like a member in the relay race team, a team player in the relay race. You run as hard and as fast as you could, as best you could, and then you hand over your baton to the next person, the next member in the relay team, with the expectation and hope that your team will win. So this is how I look at it. I was lucky to be there at some time. Sometimes I felt very unlucky also. But whatever possible way, I tried to add value. I do not know whether I was able to do that well or not. But I tried my best. There was no lack of sincerity. I tried my best. And I ran the best as a relay race team player and handed over the baton to someone I think who will be better than me, Mr. Moish Chaudhry. I know him 24 years. I know him. One of the person with deepest sense of integrity and sense of purpose and commitment. And also I have the board members. I have to mention the names, Mr. Abidin Bhai, Mr. Gias, Mr. Shafiuddin, Shantanu, Mr. Shantanu, and then Mr. Azad, and Mr. Babar is not here, and Nabi Bhai. All of them, the kind of support and the love and affection I have received from them, this is unquantifiable, and I can never repay that. And I would also like to specially thank Dr. Sharija. She is a person, a very, very balanced, very committed person. Many things actually, she made our job easier because once we have told her that, Dr. Sharija, we need to do this, or can you please organize this, or can you please coordinate? And she has done it, actually. She is one person, we are completely dependent on her, and I really think that we had been lucky to have her in the team and her team members, the teachers. We have meager resources. We do not have enough financial capabilities, but within this situation, our teachers, they have shown their commitment and loyalty even during this period of pandemic also. I've seen that they have worked very hard and in a committed way. So I thank everyone and all the community members, Mr. Ainul and Mr. Salim and Mr. Hassan and Mr. Jalal, parents committee members, they have always very closely cooperated with us. And we have always worked as a team during the Vijay Mela and other situations and coordinating with the parents. All of us have worked as a team. And this was one of the other things which I always remembered, and I always used to say that for structural reasons, for hierarchical reasons, maybe there is a chairman, there is a vice chairman, there is a treasurer, but all of us are workers of Bangladesh School. We work for the school with the same level. There should not be any differentiation in how we deliver. So all of us are in the same team. And with this sort of message, I'd like to say bye. And I am deeply honored and deeply touched by all your love and affection, and whatever you have said about me, I'm very grateful. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. And now I would like to express thanks to all of you who have gathered here in honor of our chairman. And personally, I would like to request you to continue to be in touch with our school, with me also. Without your advice, I don't think that
Sorry, Dr. Saja, I forgot to mention this actually. That Bangladesh School is a part of me. It is very difficult for me not to sort of think myself not as part of Bangladesh School. So wherever I am, I think till the last day of my life, my support and commitment and whatever way I can contribute, that will always remain. I would like to also assure our respected ambassador, Sahib, will always provide him with the support. You will, from this board and from personally from me, you'll always get more than 100% support for the cause of the school. Our only objective, we do not know how we do it, but our only objective is now to construct this school building in Ali. So we are deeply committed for that purpose, and we'll continue to work to achieve that objective. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I would like to thank all of you, all the distinguished guests who are here, our chief guest, Honorable Ambassador, our departing chairman, and also our new chairman who presided over this meeting. Thank you very much. The formal event is over. Now you can unmute yourself and have a friendly talk. Sorry for muting you as you all entered this program. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you. And inshallah, see you again, maybe in other form. And those who are here, and certainly I'll be meeting you as and when necessary. Thank you, Shafqat Bhai.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Moiz Chaudhary, Moiz Bhai, and Principal Shari Jali, and all others.
Thank you, Ambassador. Thank you for joining.
Thank you, everybody. And I think we can leave the meeting. And it was very successfully conducted. Thank you all. Yeah, inshallah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Shafqat bhai ভালো থাকবেন, দোয়া করবেন, আপনি আমাদের সাথে আছেন, ছিলেন এবং থাকবেন। Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
And hopefully we will see this school this year, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Thank you, Doctor, for joining.
Thank you, Shalom bhai. Thank you.
Thank you,
Dr.
Thank you.
Thank you, our previous principal. Thank you.
Person in our community.
Yeah.
So we will meet.
Okay. I'm seeing.
Shalom, bye. Thank you. Thank you.
Shafqat, I wish you all the best.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I didn't see you before.
Faryal, we just saw you. Thank you for joining.
You were there before?
Actually, I miscalculated the time, so I joined late. I'm sorry for that.
Okay.
And now it's
Thank you, all of them. God bless you. All the best.
I joined at 12. Sorry
Thank you,
for
all of them.
দোয়া করবেন
Thank
আমাদের
you,
জন্য।
Shafqat bhai. Our new chairman, congratulations. Assalamu alaikum.
Congratulations, new
Thank you.
chairman.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Mohit bhai, congratulations.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Mujib.
Thank you. Responsibility. Responsibility. Dua
It
korben.
is a big responsibility, of course, and we are all here to help you out.
সাহায্য করবেন আর দোয়া করবেন ইনশাআল্লাহ জি।
Inshallah.
শাফকাত ভাই আপনি লিভ করবেন কখন?
29 তারিখ রাত্রে 29
তাহলে তো আমরা পাচ্ছি সময় এখন। Okay, thank you very much everybody.
Thank you Tohid bhai.
Assalamu alaikum everybody.
শাফকাতকে আপনাকে অনেক ধন্যবাদ, যেখানে যান ভালো থাকেন, দোয়া করেন আমাদের জন্য, আমরা দোয়া করি আপনার জন্য এবং আপনার ফ্যামিলির জন্য যেন ভালো থাকেন।
Thank you Mustafa bhai, thank you
জি থ্যাংক ইউ আপনাকে অনেকে।
Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Sharija, Principal, and thank you, Shafqat bhai. আপনাকে অনেক মিস করবো, আমরা অনেক মিস করবো। আসলে আবেগতাড়িত হয়ে গেছি, আমি কথা বলতে পারতেছি না। যাই হোক, আপনাকে অনেক মিস করবো। আমি ধন্যবাদ মুইজ ভাই আপনাকে, এবং কংগ্রাচুলেশন আবার।
আচ্ছা, থ্যাংক ইউ ডক্টর শারিজা। Thank you, Dr. Sharija, for inviting me. Thank you, Shafqat bhai. Dekha hobe inshallah. Thank you, Muiz bhai.
Thank you. Dekha hobe inshallah.
Dekha hobe inshallah. Acha, Allah hafiz. Allah hafiz.
Thank you.
আলম ভাই, আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম, কেমন আছেন?
জি ভালো আছেন ভাই, ভালো। আপনি কেমন আছেন?
জি আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভালো আছি। আসলে আপনাকে আমরা মিস করব, কিন্তু আপনার লাস্টের কথাটা আমার খুব ভালো লেগেছে যে সবসময় আমাদের সাথে থাকবেন। তো ইনশাআল্লাহ আমরা আশা করি। আর যাকে দায়িত্ব দিয়েছেন আলহামদুলিল্লাহ আমাদের মহিজ ভাই অত্যন্ত মানে খুব রেসপন্সিবল মানুষ। আশা করি ইনশাআল্লাহ আমাদের স্কুল সুন্দর করে মানে তৈরি হবে
ইনশাআল্লাহ।
জি আসসালামু আলাইকুম শাফকাত ভাই, আমি আবুল হাশেম বলছি।
জি আসসালামু আলাইকুম হাশেম ভাই, কেমন আছেন?
জি আলহামদুলিল্লাহ। মহিজ ভাই আপনার পাশাপাশি আছেন দুজন, আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভালো আছি। শুভকামনা রইল ইনশাআল্লাহ।
থ্যাংক ইউ হাশেম ভাই। এটা সবকালে অনেক টিম এফর্ট, আমি খালি ফিগার হেড, সব কাজ সবাই করতে হবে।
না ইনশাআল্লাহ শাফকাত ভাই যেখানে শাফকাত ভাই পৃথিবীর যেখানে থাকবেন এখান থেকে
করতে হবে, ওনার কাজ একটুকু কমবে না।
জি জি অবশ্যই অবশ্যই।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
না না, শাফকাত ভাইকে তো আমরা বলতে পারবো না কখনো, কারণ সে আমাদের স্কুলের জন্য অনেক কিছু করছে। তো শাফকাত ভাই যেখানে থাকো ইনশাআল্লাহ পাশে থাকবো
ইনশাআল্লাহ। থ্যাংক ইউ
চেয়ারম্যান সাহেব। মোহিত ভাই নিউ চেয়ারম্যান, তাকে কংগ্রেচুলেশন জানাই। আপনিও আমাদের জন্য অনেক কিছু করছেন এবং আশা করি ইনশাআল্লাহ সামনেও আমাদের স্কুলের জন্য আপনি সবসময় এগিয়ে আসছেন, সামনেও থাকবেন। কংগ্রেচুলেশন।
থ্যাংক ইউ ভাই।
ওকে, আল্লাহ হাফেজ। আসসালামু আলাইকুম ওয়া রাহমাতুল্লাহ।
ওয়া আলাইকুম আসসালাম।
ফি আমানিল্লাহ, ফি আমানিল্লাহ।
ফি আমানিল্লাহ, ফি আমানিল্লাহ। থ্যাংক ইউ ভাই। জাযাকাল্লাহ।
শফিক ভাই, আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
সালাম রাহমাতুল্লাহি ওয়া বারাকাতুহু।
The principal, I think it's okay. Everybody said what they want to. We'll let the
Okay then. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone. Thanks.
everyone. Thank you.
Bachchu bhai, assalamu alaikum.